Yo, what's going on, guys? It's YuGiOh Melon, and today I'm going to be bringing you my top 10 Yu-Gi-Oh sets of all time. If you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Additionally, I'd really like to hear what your top 10 or top 5 Yu-Gi-Oh sets are, so please drop them in the comments and we can have some discussion. Also, keep in mind that I haven't been around for every single Yu-Gi-Oh set's release, but without further ado, let's begin with my 10th favorite set, and that is Elemental Energy. So this is a classic GX set. It has Shining Flare Wingman on the cover, so what a classic card from the GX series. So a couple of cards that it introduced were Shining Flare Wingman, Rampart Blaster, Tempest, Wild Edge, so those are 4 iconic elemental heroes, and then it also introduced some boss monsters for some other characters in the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX show, in Water Dragon, so that's Bastion's best card, and then VW XYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon, so Chaz card, then it also has some Dark World stuff, some King's Knight, Jack's Knight, so there's a lot of cool stuff in that, and then also the special edition contains Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 8, so it has some really cool stuff from older sets as well, and then Pot of Avarice, a competitive mainstay for a long time. So all of that stuff is incredible, and then it also had ultimate rares, so you could get these cards in a crazy new rarity. So that's my number 10 spot. At number 9, we have Toon Chaos. So this is the most recent Yu-Gi-Oh set at the time of me making this video, and this isn't just recency bias. I genuinely believe that Toon Chaos is a very good set. It introduced the Collector's Rare, which I really like the Collector's Rare, and it has Collector's Rare on 3 iconic cards in Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End, which is one of my favorite cards of all time, and then Stardust Dragon, another classic card. So I really like the Collector's Rare, and then the Ultra Rares are really cool. I like the structure of the set where Ultra Rares are now valuable again. I've never been too high on Secret Rares, and those don't appear in this set. So I really do like the set, and there's a lot of great stuff for competitive players, casual players, and collectors, so you really can't go wrong with Toon Chaos. At number 8, I have Magician's Force. Now, this is a short printed set and one of the most expensive sets to buy in first edition or unlimited because there's just not much of it, and it has one of the most expensive Yu-Gi-Oh cards in first edition and in good condition in Dark Magician Girl, as well as there's the Dark Paladin, which has a different artwork in first edition, and the corrected artwork for first edition Dark Paladin, which that story, I'm not going to explain it right now, but there are 2 different artworks in first edition, so those are 2 iconic Yu-Gi cards. Well, I guess Taya uses Dark Magician Girl, but it also has the XYZ Dragon Cannon, so another iconic card, and then all the XYZ components, as well as their individual fusions, so I love all those, some of my favorite cards of all time. It introduced Breaker the Magical Warrior, such a strong card in competitive, as well as Tribe Infecting Virus back in the day, as well as Wave Motion Cannon. So Wave Motion Cannon really revolutionized burn decks and it also introduced Secret Barrel, which was a great burn card, so it allowed for an entirely new style of play in burn decks. So for my number 7 spot, I have Metal Raiders. So this is the second set ever released, I believe, and this is a real classic. I'm sure a lot of people have this in their top 5 if they were around for opening this set. It has Gate Guardian as one of its secret rares, so just an iconic card from the show. The Paradox Brothers, their boss monster. It also has B-Skull Dragon, Time Wizard, Summon Skull, and Ultra Rare, so just classic cards. Solemn Judgment, Mirror Force, just 2 of the best cards ever released for a very long time. Solemn Judgment is still played today, so it has stood the test of time. Change of Heart, just an overpowered spell card from back in the day. Thousand Dragon, Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, Harpy Lady Sisters, Barrel Dragon. It just goes on and on. There's so many iconic cards. Heavy Storm, Karibo. Honestly, I could have put this set much higher. Just a truly iconic set, and some of the best cards from the show were part of this set, so that's why it comes in at number 7. At number 6, I have Tactical Evolution. So back to GX. This set introduced the Ghost Rare, which is just a crazy rarity. I love it. It also had the Rainbow Dragon Chaos Neos Ghost Rare misprint, which my brother actually pulled one of those. I watched him pull one, so I wish we still had it. It would be thousands of dollars to this day if we had it right now. But besides that, it has Rainbow Dragon, which you can get in Secret Rare and Ghost Rare, so that's just incredible. And Elemental Hero Magma Neos, Dark Bright, and then it also had some of the boss monsters from Venom from the show, and Venomenaga, the deity of poisonous snakes, Phenomenon, and you can get Phenomenon in Ultra Rare, Chthonian Emperor Dragon, Frost and Flame Dragon, Ill Blood, Necrogardna. So some really, really iconic cards, on top of the fact that it introduced Gemini monsters and the Ghost Rare. So I really love this set for introducing the Ghost Rare, and Venom cards are some of my favorites. So that's why I have it at number 6. At number 5, I have one that I'm sure many people have as their favorite set of all time. It's probably the most iconic set of all time, and that is Legend of Blue Eyes. So I really don't need to explain what's going on in this set. It has Blue Eyes White Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon, Exodia, Dark Magician, all the other Exodia pieces, Trihorn Dragon, Monster Reborn, Gaia the Fierce Knight, Gaia the Dragon Champion, Raigeki, Polly. It just has so many iconic cards. Pot of Greed. Really, people know like half of this set. Like if you ask like a random person off the street, they're gonna know half the set. And just so many iconic cards. It didn't have very many effect monsters, and I guess a lot of the cards aren't really viable to this day. They're either extremely overpowered, like Pot of Greed, can't be used, or they're just iconic cards from the show. But still, the iconic nature of all these cards really brings it up, and that's why it's at number 5 for me. At number 4, we have Cybernetic Revolution, one of the best GX sets. It introduced Cyber Dragon, Cyber End Dragon, Cyber Twin Dragon, so the whole Cyber Dragon family was introduced in this set. It also had Bubble Man, as well as Roid cards, so Cyrus cards, as well as some of the Elemental Hero spell and trap cards like Skyscraper, had Power Bond, which was an iconic card from the show, Miracle Fusion, Wing Karibo, level 10. So it had some of the most iconic cards, and I am someone who loves Cyber Dragon, one of my favorite cards. Zane is one of my favorite characters from the show, so I just love this set, and the fact that it had ultimate rares for these epic cards just puts the cherry on top. It's impossible to get this set in first edition nowadays. Not impossible, but impossible for my financial means. So it's unfortunate that I can't open it, but it's still just such a classic set. It has to come in the top 5, and that's why it's at number 4. So for number 3, we have one of the sets, I consider this the first true GX set, and that's the Lost Millennium. So it introduced Wing Karibo, the Elemental Heroes, one of the most iconic archetypes of all time, and one of the first, I would say, true archetypes that got a ton of support. So this structure of having a specific archetype that you play, you don't just play strong cards that don't have much synergy. This introduced the first idea of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With a ton of synergy and a specific type of card that you were going to play as the base for your deck. Obviously, there were ones before this in Archfiends, etc., but I would say this is the first one that had a ton of support in spells and traps. And then it also introduced Ancient Gears, another iconic archetype that a lot of people love. I love it. As well as in the special edition, it has Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy the End, and I love ultra rare cards, so it has the ultra rare printing of Chaos Emperor Dragon, so I love that. Other spells and traps like Brain Control, Card of Sanctity, Hero Signal, just more iconic stuff that you really can't go wrong with. So that's why it comes in at number 3. Introduced Elemental Heroes, really just, you really can't go wrong with this set. At number 2, we have Soul of the Duelist. Now, this set actually introduced Ultimate Rares to the TCG. So, Ultimate Rares are an incredible rarity, and it also has some of the best ultra rare or ultimate rares, excuse me. It has Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 8. This, I don't think there's a Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 8 ultimate rare in the world. It's one of the most expensive cards in first edition PSA 10, because I don't think they exist and people are really trying to get one. Armed Dragon level 7 ultimate rare, just incredible card. Ojama King, Master of Oz, so some cards from the GX show. The other Horus the Black Flame Dragons and Armed Dragon. I love playing Armed Dragons and Horus the Black Flame Dragons when I was playing back in the day. So level monsters, I believe this is the first set that introduced level monsters. Even though they don't have much support these days, they were a mainstay for my play just casually back in the day. Mobius the Frost Monarch, didn't leave him out. One of my favorite cards of all time, and a card that I have in PSA 10 Ultimate Rare. If you guys haven't seen that video, you should. It's my most viewed video of all time. Awesome, awesome card. Introduced Ultimate Rares as a set, so you really can't go wrong with Soul the Duelist, and that's why I have it at number 2. Number 1, I feel like this set might be number 1 for a lot of people, if not LOB or Metal Raiders or one of those. It's Invasion of Chaos. You probably should have seen it coming. Just revolutionized the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Introduced the ban list due to the big 3. I mean, there are other cards on the ban list, but the big 3 were a large reason for it. Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End, probably the best card at the time of release. Dimension Fusion, sorry, it's raining outside, so you might be hearing that. Broken card these days. Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, Dark Magician of Chaos. I don't really need to go on. Invasion of Chaos just had so many classic cards. Gemini Elf, Magic Cylinder, Ring of Destruction, Manju of the 10,000 Hands. Just truly incredible. Because it's raining so hard, I'm going to end it here, but hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know what your favorite sets were from Yu-Gi-Oh! So comment those in the comment section below. It's been your boy, YuGiOh, and peace.